I drove somewhere 2 hours today, a little road trip. Drove back 2 hours. Got home, went in my backpack, went to grab something out of my backpack, just set my stuff down cash, right? Went in there, grabbed some headphones out of my backpack or whatever I was grabbing out of my backpack. Just because I'm just rough and an idiot, just ripped whatever I wanted out of the backpack. Hard drive that I use for these videos flies out the backpack. No, it doesn't even fly out the backpack. That was an exaggeration. Not flies. I slam it onto the floor in accident, like dragging whatever cable was connected to, slammed it on the floor, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Right? That's just not swell. Plug it in. Starts beeping. Doesn't show like, hey, your hard drive's on the computer. No, it doesn't show up. It just beeps, which I looked up means it's broken pretty much, which I've gathered. Thank you, internet. So naturally, I don't freak out. I'm like, oh, that sucks, but I don't freak out. I'm like, hey, let me look up some recovery methods. You know what I mean? So I'm like, go online, I got my warranty's expired. So then I'm like, okay, that's cool. What if maybe there's some, it's a Seagate hard drive. Maybe there's some like, third party recovery methods I could look at. This looks crooked. I can look at some third party methods. And it's discounted. I said, here's some, third party places we recommend from Seagate, right? And you get a discounted price. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm all good. I'm going to send in my hard drive. Has like all my videos I've ever made. Beats, music, all different types of stuff, whatever. It's all on this hard drive. One sec. So yeah, it's all on this hard drive, right? $700. That's the discounted price. So, that being said, rip this hard drive. And you know what? I could be upset about it, but honestly, sometimes it just feels good. And I did have, I reacted to the entirety of the Logic and Juicy J album. If you check the channel, there's like one video out. That was the one video I uploaded and put up on the channel. I wish I would have just uploaded them all at once onto YouTube, so at least they were there and I could upload them publicly at any point, but no, I didn't. They were just left on the hard drive. And I do have a backup hard drive, but I hadn't backed it up in a while. So I have like older stuff. And since then, most of what I put on the hard drive is just like videos, recordings of videos. And for the most part, most of those videos are just on YouTube already, right? But like the whole last Lloyd Banks album, I made videos for, so that blows. I just never uploaded them. So yeah, but like I said, most of the videos are up anyway. So I lost some videos. I was doing a tier list for every single Eminem album that was on there. That took a long time. That blows. Or not every album. That would be too easy. Every song. Sorry. Every single song. But I think I can still recreate it. I think I'm just going to have the tier list as it is. And then maybe just like talk about each song and where I ranked them. And maybe I'll probably move stuff around still. And maybe that'll make for a more shorter, concise video anyway. So yeah. It sucks, but what can you do? You know what I mean? It's like, we can sit and dwell on it. We can cry about it all day. What is that going to do? It's gone, and it feels, start fresh. I remember that happened before, almost happened. My brother used my laptop or something, and then he gave it back to me and it looked like everything was gone. Like, cause he had switched over to another like profile or whatever. So like it was blank pretty much, but I didn't know that. So I was like, what is going on? I thought he deleted everything, like everything I've ever had on my computer. I'm like, it's gone. And I was mad for a second, but then after a while, it kind of hit me. I'm like, okay, instead of being upset, this is an opportunity to start fresh. And that was kind of the mentality I had. Then I realized, oh, he just switched the profile and I was all good again, regardless. But I kind of had already came, to peace with that, with the idea of just starting fresh. And that's how I'm looking at this. I mean, I lost some stuff, but I'll make better stuff in the future anyway. So whatevs, big whatevs. Yeah. All right, cool. That was it. Outside of that, NBA YoungBoy, Colors. I listened to, what did I listen to before? Cage Feeling, and that should be up on the channel. That video should be up on the channel, and I really liked it. It's 1 hour and 4 minutes. I told you I was going. He's on Aftermath. Oh, this is Atlantic. Okay. I was going to say Dr. Dre's on it. I felt like I would have known about that, but yeah, it makes sense. He's on Atlantic. That's, yeah, fits his vibe. But yeah, let's get into it. I said I was going to do it, and I'm here. I'm a man of my word, and probably will put it up Monday morning. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. I'll put it up. It'll be up. Play. Okay, that's a nice sample. Hope it doesn't get butchered with like. This is what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, okay. This is okay. It's not bad, but like something this smooth and a sample like this, sometimes like just don't water it down. Don't oversaturate it with like hi-hats and whatever else. Just you don't got to just add that generic trap sound to everything. And I think that's what Griselda, the wave they kind of came in with in the mid 2010s, and the trend they set with just like sometimes you just get these drumless samples to these drumless loops and you just spit over them and it sounds amazing. So like if he just rapped over this, I think that would sound really tight. But then it came in with the, you know, the normal what you expect from.
Time for demolition, up the gate, penetrating. Trap when bacon, broken places for to get us a payment. He did that boy, he living hard, she thinking that is amazing. Like he ain't tired, she got a grind, if she want her amazing. If you know he ain't gonna die for you, what the fuck you think he gonna give his all? Fuck, put his whole life on the line and lose it all to you. Like bitch, I had it hard. You think I used to break and call, stand on the boxes, me and Bun. With not one rod, 7 hard. Used to think Coca with the soda, turn my life over. Ran into a problem, hand on a chopper, turned me to a soldier.
That was hard, yeah, no.
To you. Like bitch, I had it hard. You think I used to break and call, stand on the boxes, me and Bun. With not one rod, 7 hard. Used to think Coca with the soda, turn my life over. Ran into a problem, hand on a chopper, turned me to a soldier. Think about my mama, feel I'm her best man, but didn't get the notice. Hanging out that window with my left hand, trying to roller coaster. Think I've been trying to get put on my whole life for a nigga to take my whole life. Now I roll dice and I know I gotta keep my soul tight. Chasing hoes through the day, sleeping with them through the night. Fuck around and get you zipped up, identified on that site. My nigga died from that boy, no, he ain't died from that pipe. Youngin' in Adidas, he won't rank, so by the night he gon' need stripes. Live by the gang, I can keep a heater, ain't once it cost his life. Fucked up once, bitch screaming even. Oh, why Adidas, he won't rank, so by the night boy, no, he ain't died from that pipe. Youngin' in Adidas, he won't rank, so by the night he gon' need stripes. Live by the gang, I can keep a heater, ain't happy once it cost his life. Fucked up once, bitch screaming even. Oh, why I got you in my life. Wonder how Meechers feel about artists. Wonder how this bitch feel knowing that I keep it too real and won't let me see my dog. Wonder how that boy.
No, this is a tough intro. This is a really tough intro. I do like the beat. I'm not mad at the beat. I do think it's fairly. It's pretty plain. It's like nothing to write home about, but this is a great way to start off the album. It's kind of painting the picture of who he is, where he comes from. Like if I was introducing somebody to him, I would probably show them this song. You know what I mean? This seems like a good introduction to him, and for this to be his first full album that I'm listening to, I think this does its job as an introduction. And the storytelling too is great. But I said this before, I'll say it again. I think the first, second, and fourth songs are always the most important songs in the album, and I stand by that.
How Meechers feel about artists. Wonder how this bitch feel knowing that I keep it too real and won't let me see my dog. Wonder how that boy feel in this walk feel. Took half his whole arm. Praying that I'm gon' hear annoying God here. Know you hear my soul alarm. I'm like, slip up, they gon' take my life. Keep my pistol real tight. They won't take me out the night. I'm like, but I've been trying to do it right. Fighting with demons through the night. Behind this flag, you lose his life. Chasing money, jail time. These niggas dying. I had a hard year. Behind that flag, you ain't gotta die. I'll make sure that he gone. Southburst, West through it, I never lie. Ain't no welcome for that boy. Ain't no squash and I never end it.
Ooh. Sorry. Things happened. Continuing.
Chasing money, jail time. These niggas dying. I had a hard year. Behind that flag, you ain't gotta die. I'll make sure that he gone. Southburst, West through it, I never lie. Ain't no welcome for that boy. Ain't no squash and I never end it. I'm screaming murder, nigga. Long.
The way he punches in and kind of cuts himself off makes his, I don't know, it just kind of has this like frantic unorthodox style to it, and it's really interesting to listen to. Yeah, it kind of feels like scatterbrain. And I've said this before about his music, but it makes it sound more scatterbrain, kind of all over the place, but like in a good way for some reason.
Situations kinda made me hate you. No, I'm wrong. You sent the text, see what you saying. I read it, Sam, all wrong. Up in jail, you said this came home. Now you never call. Now she tell her mama he got a new bitch and he don't want her wrong. Dead ass nigga, attentions towards you, genuine as pain.
Yeah, see, I'm sorry, I was paying more attention to his flow.
This came home. Now you never call. Now she tell her mama he got a new bitch and he don't want her wrong. Dead ass nigga, attentions towards you, genuine as pain. Lord know he doing anything for you, but you don't feel remorse behind the thing.
No, this is fire. Yeah, see, I already favored it. I was about to do it again.
Talk behind my back while I watch the game. Slip up, they gon' take my life. Keep my pistol real tight. They won't take me out.
I love that sample.
But I've been trying to do it right. Fighting with demons through the night. Behind his flag, he loses life. I'm like, slip up, they gon' take my life.
Yeah, that was a great intro. That was a great intro. All right, bring it on. Track 2. Should I do separate tracks? Yeah, I would do separate tracks. So yeah, like, sub, all that stuff. We're going to be going on to the next one. Thought it was a great intro. Great introduction to him as a person, as an artist. Bye.